After the success of the both the Lord of the Rings book nooks, and then I also did a Harry Potter book nook that I didn't film, I got several commissions to do book nooks. This one is for Les Miserables, and I'm showing you here all of the debris that comes with the modeling kit for it, basically for building the barricade. What I'm building now are the French. It's an alleyway. The barricade is going to be down the center of the alley, and that's what the book nook is looking down. Angel Ross is standing on top. But basically what I've done is I have drawn out the layout of the buildings on this piece of wood, which will be the wall. And now I'm gluing in place the lights. I'm using a different lighting system. These are still LED lights, but they are LED fairy lights. And so they're not the strip lights that I had been using that you've seen on the other book nook projects that I've used. These are much more flexible. They're a lot longer. You can do more interesting things with them. And so I like them a lot more. So I basically am putting in, there's some torches, there's some gas lights, and then there's going to be lights behind every window in the buildings here on the side of the wall. I'm about to put in the foam that covers them. So here's the foam. One thing that you'll see is that I'm reaching over to my right, and I keep doing that, and it's because I have a new tool that I absolutely love that is called a Proxxon hot wire cutter, which is, I'm going to have to do a whole video dedicated just to this new tool because it is so incredibly useful. But it is basically a table saw for cutting XPS foam, and it works incredibly well, and I don't know how I ever lived without the thing. But I'm putting in basically 3 different windows. The one on the far left is going to be a window with crisscross slats in the window, and then this window that you see me building right now is well, 2 windows with shutters on the windows, and then the last one is going to be one with shutters, but the window is going to be halfway open. That's one thing that I've learned in doing these book nooks, is that you want, the more light that you can get inside the book nook, the better. So this is the opposite side wall. So I've got a storefront, and that is lit up both from the top where those windows are, but also the storefront has a gel, a lighting gel in it. That is orange, of course. Now I'm putting together the barricade. I got the Barricade Kit from a company in England, and it's a really awesome kit. It cost about $75, but it was worth every penny. There's Angel Ross. But it came with this base, which is a couple of boxes. It's kind of a sledge, and then all of this debris, but then I also had a lot of other debris, these barrels and boxes and things from other model kits. So I'm putting all of this together, trying to figure out how to get Angel Ross in the right place and make him not fall over, because it took me a long time to make him not fall over. But just arranging all of the debris. And there he goes on top. I'm pretty happy with that. So now I start putting things together. I'm going to use a tool that I don't know why I didn't use earlier. Well, first I need to touch up the paint, because Now that I'm looking down the barrel of the book Nook, I can see all the places that need paint. So just touching things up a little bit, making sure that it's all looks good when you're looking down it. But now I'm wised up. For a long time I used super glue and wood glue to hold the book Nooks in place, and I have since learned that that was a really dumb idea, and I have wised up and I've switched over to a staple gun. And you would think, Rob, why didn't you use a staple gun before? It's such an obvious fix. But I hadn't used a staple gun, so here's me using a staple gun, and it works incredibly better. You're gonna see my dog here for a minute. There she is. I'm building the back, measuring the back. What I want you to see here from me in the back is that I'm going to use the Proxxon hot wire cutter to build an archway, and then I'm going to cut into it brickwork. I'm going to have brickwork all the way up the back piece of the book Nook. Okay, so now I've got the archway cut out, and now I'm going to use my X-Acto knife to cut in all of the brickwork. And it's a little tedious, but that's why I have it on like 1100 times speed. Now I'm using a stylus that you use for modeling clay, and I'm just widening all of the cracks in all of that brickwork, so that when I dry brush it, I'll paint it first, which you'll see in a minute, but I'll paint it and then dry brush it, and because I used that stylus, the bricks will stand out much stronger against the background. So the final product looks a little something like this. There he is, standing on the barricade. I'm really happy with how this turned out. He's a cool model. It was fun to paint him. He's a 75mm figure instead of my normal 28 or 35mm figures that I usually paint. It all just came out really well. So here it is on the bookshelf. Thanks for watching this far in the video. I hope to see you soon. I've got 3 more commissions coming up, and so I will be posting those videos when I get those done. They're all for very different books. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.